Hello, beautiful community. So I am showing up on this Tuesday to give you an update on the $1 trial. Okay, so basically any moment. So the team, the wonderful Joselle, is still working on the tech behind the scenes to bring the $1 trial to you. Okay. And this is available to book club members. So my transformation program is $99 a week for a lap around the sun for a year with a full money back guarantee. Okay, you get the keys to the kingdom and guaranteed results. What I'm offering is a special $1 trial of the entire transformation program where you get 7 days access. Now, when we announce this $1 trial, which to be clear again is only available if you have joined Book Club, which you can do now by going to the strategicbookkeeper.global/book club. So you can jump in and join that. I might circle back to that in a minute. But basically, when the doors open, and I'll jump on and let you know when they're open, we're going to have them open for 48 hours. I'll announce it in here, and I will also announce it on the email. And what I might get my team to do is make sure that when I announce it in social media, we've got the ability to tag everyone, okay? So, that because as I say in a podcast I'm dropping this week as well, you tend to be someone who's checking email more regularly, or you're checking socials, or or you're someone who's waiting for the next podcast, right? So in order to get the information that you want to get from the people that are helping you, then you're going to find a way to be able to see what you want to see, while also being able to tune out to anything you want to tune out to, and being proactively in control of the content that you see. So in this busy, interruptive age, I am doing my best to make sure that I let you know what's happening in order to serve you, okay? Because if you are really keen for the $1 trial, I don't want you to miss out, okay? And we are only opening it for 48 hours. Once again, book club members only. So I might circle back to that book club. So I know I'm rinsing and repeating here, but basically I ran the book club for a couple of months, yeah? And so why did I do that? Why did I run a book club? Well, I was in Sydney, just actually having the first break that I had late last year after getting the Strategic Bookkeeper Transformation Program up and running. So it was the first break, and I was waiting for that break. I knew I really needed it for my physical, mental, and spiritual health. But the transformation program launch was incredible, yeah? For me, it was the final part of the Strategic Bookkeeper project, and very quickly the impact that was apparent from the program on the bookkeepers who had joined, was just incredible. It was really, it filled my cup completely, and it was everything I'd ever hoped for in terms of my contribution to our industry, to bookkeepers, to particularly women globally. And so I was in Sydney, and I was reading a post from one of the members all about something I'd been educating them on with communication, and he was just talking about in the private Facebook group how mind-blowing it had been. And then many other tribe members chimed in and said things that just warmed my heart. And in that moment, sitting in an Airbnb in Sydney by myself before I headed off to Latin dancing, I felt quite humbled. I felt just quite privileged, and to be helping people in the way that I had always wanted to. And so I thought, how could I help more bookkeepers all around the globe? And I thought, well, the best way I can help them is to help them read my book. How could I do that? And that's how I came up with Book Club, okay? So I quickly got onto my team, I shared my vision, and my team made that vision come to life. Thank you so much to my team for doing that, primarily Pedra and Giselle on the book club front. And so the book club I brought to you to help you to use my book to thrive in practice, to build a thriving practice, delight your clients, and live your dream on your terms, which is a linear process, okay? So the book club is there for you to join and use the content, because I set it up in this beautiful, simple, user-friendly way. Okay, so what I did is I went live on socials every weekday, except when I had laryngitis, for about 2 months, as we went week by week into one chapter a week, right? And I recorded that content live on socials, but then I put it into a private podcast. So when you go to the strategicbookkeeper.global/book club, you get the private podcast where all the videos are audio content that open in your native podcast app, okay? When I built out the entire project, I built it for women like me, okay? And if you don't know my story, I'm the mum of a special needs child, doing it all by myself. And so I'm busy like many mums. I've achieved my own financial independence, which was key to giving me choice in my life. And so everything I build out is for people like me, busy multitasking parents, all right? My son doesn't even go to regular school. He's at home. He's with his dad right now, so I'm getting a little bit of a break. And so in the book club, you get all that content. Now, it is important to know that while I ran this book club for free, it is likely the last time that I'll run it free. And the other thing is to help you to avoid procrastination. And I was just reading in the 5 a.m. Club book, which is a beautiful book. It's a fable that brought me close to tears. Said procrastination is like an active, it's like an active self-sabotage. And I am so aware of the way that humans self-sabotage, and they sit in self-sabotage. Sometimes they sit in it for so long that they never achieve their dream on their terms. Yeah, I watch it with bookkeepers, I watch it with other clients, I watch it with friends. And it's such a simple but really powerfully destructive thing. Yeah, and procrastination is something that we do to ourselves, which is one of the most unkind things we can do. And so my role as the strategic bookkeeper, as I show up to serve bookkeepers globally, one of the hats that I wear is as the coach. And as the coach, I want to hold you accountable to getting it done and push you. And so for that reason, I will not make the book club evergreen available. I want to push you to get in and get it done. I've just done a 15-hour audio book in less than a week. And if you think I'm any less busy than you, absolutely not. Okay, I find a lot of time in my life for contribution, because contribution fills my cup. I was contributing in the dance community until 9 o'clock last night, and it absolutely fills my cup. On top of running 2 businesses, on top of taking care of my child, on top of taking care of myself, because I have lots of self-love and I treat myself as good as I treat others. Yeah, and I love myself as much as I love others, and I encourage you to as well. So that's a book club where I encourage you to jump in and use the book club. Now, to celebrate book club, the launch, the finish, the members who've shown up, who've joined, who are engaging in it, who are emailing, who are dropping comments in here, to celebrate, I have agreed to do a $1 trial. I was asked if I would do this a long time ago, and I said no, but I've agreed to do it, okay? And so that's what we're bringing to you. So this week you can expect 2 podcasts from me. You can expect one really short podcast of about 7 minutes that just talks about the $1 trial. And you can also expect another podcast that talks about the transformation program and the 3 major changes that are coming, that I can tell you are coming in less than 4 weeks. Next Friday, the 23rd, I will announce the date, okay? But I've given you the insight there. The 3 major changes, okay, around foundation members specials finishing. The evergreen doors are always open finishing. We're going to go to 3 times a year, and the currency is changing from Australian dollars to US dollars. Okay, so those 3 changes are happening within the next 4 weeks, and that will be announced in the podcast this week, because as I say, we're dropping 2 podcasts in, a 7-minute one and a 25-minute one. The one on the program and the changes is also going to share some things about the program that you'll hear my absolute passion for. Okay, so these are the main things that I wanted to show up and share with you today. Whenever I show up to do a live video, I ask myself what I'm showing up to do to help you thrive, okay? Because you're never going to see me showing up and jumping into a swimming pool or doing something totally irrelevant to you. Everything I show up to do, yeah, is going to be relevant to helping you thrive professionally and personally, all right? So when I talk about self-love, this is to help you take a moment to process, to think about, you know, how you're going in that space, and to help you thrive personally and professionally, okay? When I talk about procrastination being an act of self-sabotage, this is to really help you to ask yourself if you procrastinate, okay? And then to ask me to help you further, all right? So absolutely today, the way that I've shown up to help you thrive is, number one, the $1 trial of the transformation program that is built to help you thrive. Okay, the book club, holy cow, yeah, that is built to help you thrive, as is my book. The Strategic Bookkeeper program, the Strategic Bookkeeper project is a world-class, world first, and I won't be a shrinking violet. I will say that, and I will own it, and I will be proud of it. So this content has all been intended to help you thrive. As always, comments, questions, suggestions in the Facebook post, and if you are more comfortable emailing me something private, absolutely go for it, and I will, when I get in there and check it, I'll check that as well, and I'll see you in the next video.